So welcome back to another epic match of StarCraft. My name is Guybrush and I'll be casting for you. This is the ace match between Calm and Horang2. And it's very interesting in this season that now the ace matches can't be someone that has to be played. They have to be someone who hasn't played. Usually the ace matches turn into the people not the best player matches. Not so much in this case, but throughout the season we've seen the lesser known players of the team have to become great and win it for their team. But here we have a PvZ. It is going to be Calm, who is the Zerg player at the top, versus Horang2, who is the Protoss player at the bottom of the map. Now I have no idea what happened to Horang1. I don't even think there was a player called Horang1. But anyway, we are playing this game, and I haven't casted, I don't think I've casted a PvZ yet. I do watch all the Pro League matches, only because that in the first, I don't know, 7-8 minutes of a PvZ, not much happens, and both players are kind of scouting at the moment. We've got a pylon going down at the front for the Forge Fast Expand, and that's exactly why nothing much happens at the start, because 2-gating for Protoss is very hard to pull off. I rarely see people win for a 2-gate. It only wins if the Zerg overexpands or if the Zerg's trying some other crazy backdoor strategy, which can happen, because in some maps with the backdoor, there's Protoss players Forge Fast Expand build can be broken that way. As you see, an early 9 pull down for the Zerg player, so going to be going for more of an aggressive build, maybe get out some Hydras and maybe put some pressure on the front door. But it is going to be scouted by Horang2, so he knows it's coming, so he knows he might have to put a cannon down before he puts his Nexus down. So usually when I watch PvZs, I usually see if there's a 2-gate and skip to the 7 or 8 minute mark. But because I'm casting it, I'm going to watch the game. As you see a bit of a probe press there, the coach is looking on in anticipation to see who will win this final H match, which team will win it. As we see the probe just doing laps there, just stolen some minerals there. If the game ever comes down to 8 minerals, that's important. But it probably won't, as we see the Zerg player taking his second expansion, and the Protoss player is still feeling comfortable enough to not put up a cannon. He's getting his Nexus down first, but going to be putting up a cannon up very soon to just to secure the front of his base. Although I did see one successful 2-gate. I can't remember who it was or what game it was, but the Protoss player 2-gated, and the Zerg player went for a crazy backdoor strategy, and luckily that was a good counter because he didn't have all these cannons at the front. He had like enough army to deal with the backdoor strategy. And on this map, gas going down there for the Zerg there. It's going to be looking for some tech, possibly head towards a quick lair as his expansion almost gets up there. So we see gateway at the front, cannon there. So Forge Fast Expanding for the Zerg player, which only started happening about 2 or 3 years ago. Before that, Zerg players would 2-gate, and to be honest, Zerg's strength is very early on in the match, and they just overrun of Zerglings versus Zealots. Once they have speed, it's a very unfair matchup. So Forge Fast Expand is kind of what you have to do if you want to stay ahead economically in the game. It's more of a recent, well not recent, 2 or 3 years development, I guess, because the strategies do change very quickly, but Forge Fast Expand has stuck around for a long time. I was going to say, I don't know what this map is called, but on this map, the Zerg player Calm could go for backdoor strategy if he wants to. There are some stacked temples at the back door there, but it will take some lurkers quite a while to take them down. The lurkers do deal splash damage, as the probe kind of coming up there sees the third base there up for the Zerg, but is going to get taken out there. So no scouting information for the Protoss player from now on. He's going to know there's 3 hatches up, but he's not going to know whether it's going to be a lair. He's going to see Mutalisks or Hydralisks coming down. So lair going up there for the Zerg player, so it's not going to be doesn't look like it's going to be an early Hydralisk bust on the front door, as one Zealot goes out there, possibly to do some scouting, maybe for a little bit of harass if Calm has gone extremely economic. But no, he's just, I guess it's just going up there to check his back door. But his back door is safe, only 1 cannon out the front there. So Horang2 there feeling fairly confident that he's not going to be up against a front door bust as his Stargate goes down. And if you've watched the match BC versus Savior, building a Stargate ever since then has been critical to the Protoss players. A Hydra Den goes down now, so he's not going for Mutalisks. He's probably just going to go for maybe quick Hydras and put some pressure on the front door. I was going to say, the Stargate's more of a, ever since BC vs Savior, just definitely needed to harass the Overlords and get some critical scouting in. So you'll always see a Stargate go up now, but in Protoss versus Zerg. As we see a Robo going down at the front door as well. So look at that little narrow choke he's made in case the Zerg attacks there in his front door. And his Robo's at the front door so he can spawn Reavers there to do splash damage if the Zerg player tries to push the front. Which looks like he might be doing at the moment because we've got some Hydralisks coming out now. It's not a mass number of them, but he is going to put some pressure on the front door, try and keep the Protoss player contained in his base. Usually you can pick off the Forge and the Gateway there because they are behind the cannons. The range of the Hydralisks doing a lot better than the Zerglings, who that wall was designed for. As we see 3 Hydras and some Zerglings come in, and there's going to take some shots at the Corsair as it drives past. So going down to put some pressure on the front door. As we see, no, he's going to be droning up, and it looks like, have they gone into lurker eggs? This looks like a new strategy here. Hidden lurker eggs behind the temple there, and I think the go is here that when they hatch, they're going to try and glitch through the temple. This is a pretty crazy strategy. I've never seen this done before, and I guess it's going to be a risky strategy because with the glitching, there's a chance that it might not get through the temple. I'm sure Calm has done this in practice, but there's still an element of risk that not all the lurkers will get through there. It's hard to tell. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 lurkers at the back door there. So yes, he is going for a crazy backdoor strategy here, and it's a good idea because, yeah, so finally 1 lurker getting through, 2 getting through, but 1 not. So 2 out of 3 lurkers getting through, but critically, Horang2 has scouted this and he's putting some pylon walls down. So it looks like this attack is going to be fended off at the back door there as the lurkers come in. All they can do is burrow, but lurkers terrible at versing buildings, so it's going to take a while for them to crack through that door. You see some cannons going down at the back, Robo going down to get Reavers, and he's trying to glitch one thing through. Yes, it does glitch through, and taking down 1 probe there, so 1 lurker getting through there. He's not going to be able to see. He does not have any observers up there as he's just trying to take out the Zealots. So 1 out of the 3 lurkers getting through the 2 barriers there, and yes, he's going to plant that lurker behind the mineral line, and lurkers just do absolute splash damage to probes there, so they're going to stop that whole base from mining there with just 1 unit. No observers out there, so that base is going to be screwed for a while, but he does have his Reaver there at the front door protecting that, but he needs to get an observatory up as the 2nd lurker there just attacks the pylons. So excellent strategy there from Calm. 1 lurker not getting through there, but busting out a build I have not seen before. Great response in building the pylon wall, but it wasn't enough. Glitching being too powerful for Calm. As we see finally an observer coming out there, but this lurker is just going to run around the map there without any goons. I don't think he can catch it. And yes, he's got troops in the back as it runs away from a Scarab, and Scarab taking that that lurker almost down to full health. But that 2nd lurker can now get in now, and he's going to put some pressure on the front door here as well. So attacking from both sides, and the Protoss in a position to defend 1 base, but possibly not 2, as we see that lurker moving around. Is that Reaver stuck in the gap there? I'm not sure if it is, as that front gateway goes down. Again, planting his lurker inside the mineral line as it takes another hit, but that lurker just not dying, just outrunning the Zealots there like a Benny Hill chase. As the shuttle now coming out, so going to be able to pick up that Reaver and possibly kill it. Still lurker in the back door doing nothing there, and this is bad for Horang2 until he gets his 2nd observer out, because he's going to have to choose where he wants his observers to go. Attacking on 2 fronts here for the Zerg, which is what you want to do. Zerg works with works excellently with surround tactics and attacking on multiple fronts, just having lots amount of units there. And that lurker still being incredibly annoying, not burrowing, and a cannon going there. 2nd lurker coming in now, finally for an attack, getting to the mineral line but going down. So good defense there, the static defense building a cannon there, and we've got some Hydras being loaded up into the Overlords there. So Doom Drop coming down there. This looks like Calm is committing to this. It looks like it's an all-in attack. He doesn't care about expanding. He's just going to try and finish off Horang2 now as he takes down that 2nd building at the front there. So being very patient, just with slow lurkers in the back, in the front there. And here comes the big attack. 2 Corsairs out, going to be able to do some damage to the Overlords, but I don't think he's going to be able to take it down there. So Horang forced to defend at his front door, forced to defend at his natural. Here comes the big drop, troops coming away. Hydralisks coming out now. There's a few lurkers in there which are going to burrow. Critically enough, there's the 2 Reavers which are doing some great splashes on the side there, getting attacks in the probe line as well as that shuttle's being forced off. But it looks like the Hydra army is too great. Horang is out of troops. His gateways are there to reinforce, but it looks like he's lost a lot of probes in that attack and planning some. Looks like he's going to get lurkers behind the probe. There, no, just 1 Hydralisk there going behind his secondary. So being attacked at his 2 bases there, but it doesn't matter because Calm is in front on bases at the moment. Still that one Hydra being annoying there behind the mineral line as we have more Hydralisks there attacking the gateways, and once those gateways go down, this is GG. Going to try and snipe that shuttle there for the cargo it's carrying. Horang2 looking very despondent. Finally taking that Hydra behind the mineral line there. If that was a lurker, that would have been much better, but he was out of lurkers. Finally attacking the gateways. Once these go down, it is GG. Well done to Calm. Brilliant strategy there. Something I have not seen before. It was pretty risky because I don't know what the chances are, but there's a chance that those lurkers would not glitch through. And now attacking both sides, attacking that natural. Horang's final safe spot. He's getting attacked from the front, attacked from behind. One Reaver there. Shuttle goes down. GG. Well done to Calm. Interesting strategy in that game. Protoss very early, vulnerable early game. They have to defend till they get their tech up. Then they can push out. Protoss a lot stronger late game, but Calm beating him due to a crazy backdoor strategy. Well done to Calm.
리버 튕기기. 이거에 CJ의 포스전 진출의 꿈이 이거 진짜 사라지는 위기처였습니다. 웅기기기로 끝나거든요.
예, 정말 상상도 할 수 없었던 그런 전략을 정말 이게 실행으로 옮기는 정말 김유한 선수의 전략이 너무나 좋았다는 생각이 들지만 대응 자체가 나쁘진 않았어요. 파일럿 3개로 막았는데 어떻게 그 파일럿 3개를 비비고 들어올 수 있을까요? 정말 이거는 정말 이거 사기꾼이에요.
길막을 했는데 뚫고 들어오니 이건 이경빈 네 잘못이야. 누가 얘기할 수 있겠습니까?
네, 위기 대처 능력이 그 상황까지는 정말 좋았습니다. 그런데 그 러커 한기가 상대방의 본진에 들어가서 프로볼을 잡는 순간 사실상 그 다음을 이어나가기에는 어려움이 있었고, 그만큼 어떠한 상황에 놓였을 때 정말 그 특급 센스, 이런 센스는 김민환을 당할 자가 없다는 생각이 들 만큼 이번 경기 짜임새 있는 전략에 다시 한번 놀랐습니다. 이런 경기 정말 멋졌습니다. 이번 경기.
김민환의 시나리오는 매 경기 보면서 반전에 반반전. 기가 막힙니다.